Hello, once again I'm making another ranting video about YouTube to some Minecraft gameplay that I recorded because, what else are you supposed to show in these videos? Like, am I supposed to show my face? Because I'm not doing that, sorry. But in this video, I wanted to talk about how kind of shady this entire YouTube situation is, and I'll explain more onto what I mean by that later. And I'll also talk a bit about what actually inspired me to be like, yup, I know exactly what I'm going to make this next YouTube video about, talking about the whole YouTube situation. And sadly it comes from the Murder Drones community, so yay! But something I have wanted to touch on for a while is how little information YouTube has been providing us with the whole AI age verification thing. What is... So, what I have found on it is YouTube's blog, which states that they will be using an AI, thingamabob to, figure out people's ages. Sorry for the long pause. But if it's using the AI, what kind of AI software is it? What has the AI been trained into to make sure it's accurate? What has used the AI before, because it says it was used in different markets or something. I'll put a quote up now. How exactly do we know we can trust this AI? Because I haven't been flagged, which is not surprising to me in the slightest. I have no clue why anyone might think that. And I really think that YouTube should have given us a bit more information on this, because a whopping 6 paragraphs and a few bullet points, it's not really enough for me to really put my faith into this AI software that's going to be like, I deem you as a child and I deem you as an adult. I wish we had a bit more than the blog. I looked it up, and the YouTube's blog wasn't even the first source to come up. It was a news article, not YouTube's blog. What? YouTube, what are you doing? But we need more information on this. But you gotta stop and think. Why aren't we getting enough information on this? Why is YouTube not giving us a whole bunch of information explaining exactly their stance and why they think this is the best decision to do? Because in their blog, YouTube is like, oh, we have YouTube Kids and ways for teens to have better controls on their accounts. So... okay, you acknowledge you have these things, so what is the point of this? What is happening and why? And we don't really get much of an answer to that. Which, that's fun. We do get this lovely little ending paragraph, though, talking about how YouTube was one of the first platforms to offer an experience designed specifically for young people, and they're proud to be introducing technology that allows privacy preserving for teens. It also mentions that families trust YouTube to provide a safe environment. I was gonna say for the kids, but who knew? That's not in the article. Wonder why. Totally isn't a whole Clippy movement where people are saying things like it was never for the kids. But I don't really remember asking YouTube to be like, yo, make sure I'm safe on the internet by taking my age and private information. First of all, it's assuming my private information, and then saying, oh, give me more private information so that you can continue using the app. How is that a safe environment for people to be on? Families to be on. I know you never said for the kids, because it was never for the kids, but never mind that, okay? And now on to how this links back in with the murder drones community. I saw this post. It was a repost of someone's art on X, formerly known as Twitter. So, what does that have to do with anything? Well, a thing I've seen a lot with the murder drones community, on YouTube especially, few things. There's commonly reposts of other people's artwork. Sure, it's with credits, but still, why are we reposting things that aren't ours? Especially if, permission isn't given. And I don't want anyone to attack the creator of the drawing, or the artwork, or the reposter, okay? But how is this allowed on YouTube? First of all, it's targeting simps, okay? Second of all, it's V with no clothes. Which, that's fine. It's a robot. I mean, they don't really need clothes. It is in kind of a suggestive pose. But that's the artist's business. But the artist didn't post it on YouTube. It was on X. Someone on YouTube decided to repost it on YouTube. And if YouTube is like, oh, I want to make the app family friendly, okay, that's why we're getting rid of all the kids, which isn't really working too well, then maybe monitor what is actually being posted. Suggestive content of pretty much all kinds, or AI slop, just people being, weird on the internet, content farms with absolutely disgusting videos. Just monitor what's being posted. I don't care if it's making you money. If you really want your users to believe that, oh, this AI stuff is for the safety of people and stuff, and kids and families, then do better with your moderation. Don't just kick the young people off, because they're still going to find a way to, access it, no matter what. So why not make YouTube a space that's safe for anyone to use, regardless of age, and then just keep them there instead of having them go find something else that they can access bad stuff on, Because the way I see it, YouTube already has the age thing where, like, if something contains sensitive topics, it'll be like, oh, maybe, you should wait a little bit till you're a little older to watch this. And it has a little pop-up. That's what you need to make sure kids stay safe on the app. You warn them about what they're going to watch, and let them know that it might not be all that appropriate for them. You don't need this whole, oh, well, we have this AI program, and that's going to be, like, it's going to decide whether or not you're, a child or okay to be on the app, So, that's just what I think. But, yeah. And if you repost art, I'm not coming after you. I'm not attacking you for this. I don't think it's good to do if someone's like, oh, please don't repost my art. Like, if someone's explicitly like, oh, yeah, no, I'm chill with reposts, then okay, that's cool. But if you don't see anything or you don't get permission, then just don't repost art. Just don't. I mean, especially if you're trying to use it to attract a certain audience to get, more engagement and stuff. Like, no hate to the person who made the repost, okay? I know I use them as an example because I just didn't like what they were doing, but I don't want people going after them, okay? Because at the end of the day, it's just YouTube, okay? It may not need to be here, but you also don't have to, go after people for doing things that, aren't great, especially when YouTube itself is doing stuff that isn't great. But I don't know. I guess that's just kind of my thing of speakage for today, even though this was recorded over a few days. Yeah, I guess that's it. Surprised I'm still here. Have a great day. Thank you for listening, and I'm sorry for rambling. Bye.